Hi there. Today, let's talk about self-trust. If I had to summarize the Great Awakening so far in one sentence, it might be learn to trust yourself. Most of us were taught to trust everyone except ourselves. Parents, teachers, experts, religion, politics, social media, everyone gets an opinion. And somewhere along the way, many of us stopped listening to ourselves. Learning to trust yourself is built slowly over time. It's not like one day I'll trust myself. No, you have to work at it. You build it just like a muscle, just like intuition. And it's usually built through the small acts, not through the big grand gestures, like small daily acts. Are you going to go exercise? And you do it. Are you going to make that phone call you need to make? And you do it. Are you going to hang out with that friend that you said you were going to hang out with? And you do it. Those are the ways that you build trust with yourself. Does self-trust mean you're always going to be right and not have any problems? I'm never going to make any mistakes? No. But trusting yourself means if I make a mistake, I trust myself to handle it. There was a time that I didn't trust my body. I've talked about my spinal disc extrusion that's been so painful for me over the last year. And a major part of my healing was learning to trust myself, learning to trust my body. Also, making these videos has been like a huge act of self-trust for me. I didn't know how this would go. I just knew I needed to do it and jumped in on day one. I did not have a map of any kind. I just started talking. And that's a huge act of self-trust. When you're wanting to trust yourself, you got to stop checking in with everyone else. If you're waiting for everyone to agree with your decisions, you'll be waiting forever. People are always going to disagree, question, misunderstand, and that's okay. Just let them. Your intuition is going to become easier when your self-trust grows because you're going to stop asking what everybody else thinks. Boundaries also become easier when you trust yourself because you stop needing permission. You're able to just set a boundary and go with it. A great question I like to ask is, what would I do if I trusted myself? Let that be your guide. What about failure? I've made plenty of mistakes. We all have. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is learning. So self-trust doesn't mean I'm going to avoid that. It just means you're going to know how to navigate them. You're going to trust yourself as you do navigate them. A big shift comes when you start asking, can I trust myself? Instead of, can I trust the universe? You're going within. Because ultimately, our intuition, discernment, boundaries, and healing, they all require self-trust. Trust isn't knowing everything will work out exactly as planned. Trust is knowing you'll be okay even if it doesn't.